taking my job. Who does he think he is? I'll show him. He'll know. I'm closed. I'm not supposed to get clients today. Come in. Geez, what's your issue? How was the date?
Awful. The freaking dude walked out on me halfway through the darn date.
What is it this time? You've been on plenty of dates, haven't you?
First we sat down. Then he said it was his treat, so of course I ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. Then he asked me to, tell him a little bit about myself. So I started with the painstaking, gripping tale of my mother's birth to me. Then, the stuff came here, the food, and I took a bite, and I realized it was friggin' nasty. So I ended up spitting it out into my napkin, but it's fine. You gotta try new things. But then the guy frickin' storms off.
As much as this annoys me, I think I have the perfect thing for you.
Really?
Really.
What is it?
A dating sim? Really? Yes. Come on, I don't need this. I'm a goddess among men. Actually, yeah, we need this.
So if you were anything like me in high school, that being a filthy dateless weeb, you probably played or at least heard of dating simulators. These games are typically done in an anime-esque style and set up a fictional story full of pretty boys the player can try to date. The object of these games is to make the choices that will correctly lead you to the arms of your darling senpai. I, of course, gave in to the pandering many a times, so going over a few should be right up my alley. So, with that said, let's go into our first sim. The first game I want to look at is a fan-made game, actually, on Newgrounds.com, entitled Naruto Dating Simulator. This was actually the first dating sim I remember playing, and let me tell ya, the scars have held up to this very day. In this game, you play as everyone's favorite character, Sakura Haruno. You have the choice between dating Naruto, Sasuke, or Rock Lee. More like Rock Me, huh? Yeah? He's my favorite. So, of course, I always chose old Rocky-kun. In order to succeed in this game, you have to get your dating meter to level 4. To do that, you have to impress your chosen boy with their favorite skill. Lee's is strength, so I essentially spent most days training and making money to buy gifts and useful healing items. Yes, healing items. You heard me right. There are healing items in a dating sim. I remember when you actually finally get to go on a date, you either have to battle or answer ridiculous questions that only a stalker fan knows, like, when is my birthday? Like, boy, before this game, I honestly didn't even know you had a birthday. If you end up getting to finally max out your dating level within the 50-day limit, you can go back to your room and, win the game. But, I would suggest don't. There's hentai. Really, really badly drawn hentai. If you don't reach the goal by the end of the 50 days, Shikamaru will appear and essentially tell ya you're a dateless loser and you done screwed up. This is what I call the best ending because the truth of my datelessness comes full circle, meaning, albeit bad, the game was still able to make me feel something. Anyway, the next game, My Candy Love, is a little different because it's ongoing. Let me explain. My Candy Love has everyone's favorite trope in a dating sim, AP, otherwise known as action points. Meaning, unless you want to shell out real money, which, let's be honest, we're hoarding our savings for body pillows and pocket protectors, you are given 10 action points a day. Unfortunately, each move takes at least 2 AP to complete, so it takes an insanely long amount of time to get through a level. I will say, though, that this game is worth the time for its fun characters alone. The 3 you start off with are Nathaniel, a responsible goody two-shoes with a pain-in-the-butt sister, Castiel, a rebellious Sasuke-esque bad boy with too much angst for this world, and Kenton, aka my senpai, a super nerd who later comes back from boot camp as an apparent hunk muffin. I can't believe I just said hunk muffin. Anyway, another thing I enjoy about the game is its customization. You can use your own name and change your wardrobe, skin, and hair at any time, which is nice and makes the game a lot more immersive in my opinion.
And what have we learned?
Well, I learned to bring bandages in case you get wounded in battle, and I also learned that action points were farted out by Satan.
When will you learn? I don't want to keep showing you these dating sims.
What are you doing? You should be subscribing, mother trucker. What are you doing? You should be subscribing, mother trucker.